Happy birthday, SharePoint. We have been building enterprise solutions on SharePoint for more than 20 years now, starting back in the SharePoint 2003 area. So for this anniversary and for this hackathon, we did not want to build just another demo. We wanted to build something really useful for real enterprise customers. We asked ourselves, what is still missing in SharePoint even after all these years? And our answer was quite simple. Version history exists since the beginning, but version understanding is still missing. That is why we built SharePoint Change Explorer, a real change explorer for SharePoint so users can track, explain, and visualize version changes directly where they already work. So for reviews, approvers, and document owners, this means they no longer have to open versions manually and figure out changes on their own. Instead, SharePoint Change Explorer turns version into review intelligence. So you have here, technically speaking, and SharePoint VFX extension, and inside the normal document library experience. And in the backend, we resolve real SharePoint versions, extract structured content with Azure Document Intelligence, compute deterministic changes, and then use Azure OpenAI to explain those changes in the language of the document. So the principle is quite simple. Deterministic comparison proves, AI explains. So and you see this is really working. So we can really click here, compare the versions, have here the version patches, and can jump back to see what have really changed in the document. So if you see this document, and test document uploaded here, and you see here the 500,000 euros. And when we switch back to the versions before, the version history, and we click here, you see here, this was 250,000. And when we compare these previous versions and then jump back to the first version, we will see here that this is really working quite well. So for us, this is just not another hackathon idea. It is practical enterprise capability that can make SharePoint document management, approvals, and review workflows much better in the future. And based off Azure, so we can have a Azure function in the background. So we can also put this, for example, in Power Automate workflows for some approval workflows and stuff like that, and publish this directly over HTTP endpoint calls, directly over Power Automate, also in some approval workflow task and whatever. So yeah, this is quite very cool, impressive solution, and you don't have to download the versions manually and put it into some AI, which is not enterprise ready. This is all working in your own Azure environment. And yeah, we are happy to be part of this hackathon. And so we could work on this cool submission. And thanks, SharePoint, and go on the next 25 years.